Number 5, Alex Sheehy. Number 11, Yuri Elusha. Number 12, Garrett Devine. Number 21, Dante Dipanino. Number 14, Daniel Winslow. And in goal, number 1, Billy Gerard. The head coach for UNE is Kevin Small. He's assisted by Brad Church, Jeff Libby, Liam Darcy, and Kirby Sari. And now, for your Salve Regina Seahawks! Number 5, a junior from Moorhead, Minnesota, Seth Benson. Number 71, a sophomore from Camrose, Alberta, Damon Zinger. Number 81, a senior from Troy, Michigan, Joseph Kyle. Number 4, a junior from Cortese, Ontario, Anthony Azzano. Number 73, a sophomore from Burnaby, British Columbia, Brendan Kim. And in goal, number 37, a sophomore from Vancouver, British Columbia, Cole Reddy. The head coach of the Seahawks is Zach Vaughn. He's assisted by Chris Davis and Tom McCarthy. The linemen for today's match are Matt Aponte, Dominic Capadona, Thomas Quick, and Eric Townsend. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove all hats and hoods, and direct your attention to the flag as we may honor America and Canada with the playing of their national anthems. This time, please direct your attention to the home corner for our Newport Mental Health ceremonial puck drop. All proceeds from tonight's game will support Newport Mental Health with their continued community outreach in cooperation with Salve Regina, No Solo Apparel Company, and O'Brien's Pub. On the ice are John Coruscenta of No Solo Apparel, Jamie Lehane of Newport Mental Health, and Carrie Filden of O'Brien's Pub.
Thank you. I used to play hockey for the Cross. I still have my... I'm Jamie Lehane. I'm the president and CEO of Newport Mental Health, and we are really honored to have tonight's game dedicated to not only Newport Mental Health, but to really recognize the importance of our mental well-being. Anxiety, depression just have taken off, and it's really important that everybody knows that when you need help, you're now a call away. 988 is the number to call across the country. And again, I want to thank Coach Kwan, your interim athletic director, Big Bill Villarreal, and especially these fantastic young men of the Salve hockey team. Thank you guys, and go Hawks.
Salve Regina University.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the rink here on the campus of St. George's in Middletown, Rhode Island, where tonight the Seahawks of Salve Regina are set to take on the Nor'easters of the University of New England in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference men's ice hockey matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Andy Pizzelli, bringing you the call here tonight. If you tuned in early, you caught the pregame ceremony. Mental Health Awareness Night here at St. George's, the second annual event for the Seahawks squad, organized by some of their captains, sponsored by No Solo, Newport Mental Health, and O'Brien's. The team is wearing custom jerseys here tonight. If you can't make it to the game, thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network. But all sorts of information about the team's efforts and how you can help support the effort to combat mental health and mental illness is found on the Seahawks website and in the links of any of their social media bios. We'll be talking about that a lot tonight. The team has already raised a tremendous amount of money to donate to local charities to support mental health. That is the preamble. Tonight, these two nationally ranked programs meet again. Last night, they were up in Biddeford, Maine, where the Nor'easters, the 9th-ranked team in the nation, picked up a 5-2 victory. The Seahawks, the 14th-ranked team in the nation, want to try and return the favor here on their home ice. Billy Gerard will get the nod in net once again, the junior from Boca Raton, Florida. Meanwhile, for Salve Regina, the sophomore from Vancouver, British Columbia, Cole Reddy, will man the pipes. Want to welcome to the broadcast now my good friend, Ulysses Lawler, former Seahawk men's ice hockey goalie, a great person. Welcome to the broadcast, my friend.
Oh, thanks, Pez. I'm really happy to. Can you hear me all right?
No.
Oh, yeah. Really happy to always be back here in Newport, especially on a special night like tonight. So happy to be on the broadcast with you tonight.
I know that the mental health discussion, awareness, it's been talked about so much generally the last few years. We know it's important, but for you in particular, talk about why this is a particularly important subject and cause for you.
Yep. So I started a club on campus called the Peer Wellness Educators. So we try to do different events around campus to raise awareness for mental health. And especially with that and doing with SAC, the Student Athlete Advisory Council, just doing different events promoting mental health awareness the best we possibly can.
This one is thrown around back to neutral ice. Talk about these guys now on this team. I know it's Anthony Azzano, Caden Krause, two of the captains of this squad. There are others, of course, and it's really the whole squad. But talk about the guys and how they've really taken the torch here with this cause.
Yeah, because it was really headlined by me and Paul Batusov. We kind of just passed the torch off, like you said, to Tony and Caden Krause. So they really took the initiative to organize events like this tonight to promote mental health awareness to essentially the biggest audience we possibly can. It's especially on college athletics, it's not really something that's talked about too much. So it's just kind of raising awareness and just making sure that the conversation is okay to open that up as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of these sweaters that the team's wearing?
I am so jealous of them. They look awesome. I wish I had. I know COVID for me my senior year kind of upended that, but if I could do something like this when I was playing, it would have been awesome. Last
year they had jerseys that had the Seahawk with a mustache.
Yep.
Something similar this year, a totally redesigned Seahawk on the front of these jerseys. And if you're at home and if you've seen any of the pictures online, the jerseys are for sale through the Newport Mental Health Group. There's also plenty of ways you can donate and support virtually from home right now in between periods once the action settles down, which we haven't been describing much. That's because this is just the game. We wanted to give the importance of the moment here tonight. A packed barn here at St. George's, a great crowd here to watch these two teams play. No score, nearly 3 minutes gone here in the first period. This one tipped in front, grabbed by the Nor'easters now, and they look to clear. Dante DePonio will grab it forward left side, leave it for the toe drag, and the shot that goes high and wide. That off the stick of Aiden Curran. What do you think about these two teams, Ulysses, in this matchup? Obviously, two of the perennial powers in not just the Commonwealth Coast Conference, but New England and the nation.
Yeah, it's just two nationally ranked teams that go against each other on a year-to-year basis that is just an absolute grind the entire time. Like, New England is very skilled, and Salve tries to play the more physical matchup to try to slow them down as much as possible. So I'm looking forward to see how that meshes tonight.
Kandurka snaps this one rink wide, cannot connect with Braden Young, so the Seahawks ice it with 17:05 to go here in the first period. As I said, it was 5-2 last night up in Biddeford.
It's a tough place to play.
I was just about to say, in terms of difficult barns to go to, that is definitely one of them because it's a long trip, and they have a distinct advantage on that rink. Nor'easters flip this one out to center. Jared Christie looks to steer it into the zone. Kroon plays it across now for Hoon Kim. Kandurka now near side. He'll gather, gain the line down the wing left side. All alone in on the rush behind the net. 1-on-2 trying to recover it. Puck trap behind the cage. Four-person scrum in deep. Kandurka smothering someone behind the net. That's Dante DePonio. Kyle now will wrist it around. Seahawks will make a change while Zimmer comes crashing in left side to try and hold it in. Around a man comes Christie down the middle. He'll wait, delay, trying to drag it through. That one rolls past the pipe. Right side now. Benson outlets Zimmer. Back the other way comes Salve. Zimmer down the lane left side, throws it on the goal. Kyle trying to tip it home, and Gerard will pounce on it. And we've got action in the corner.
I think that's a little leftover of what happened at the end of last night's game.
It is 100%. There's a beauty and a curse to the way the schedule is. You play back-to-back. If you're a team and you lose, you can come and make amends right away. You win the second night, you'll always feel better no matter what happened on Friday. But any tensions that existed the previous night almost always spill over. Benson is coming to the box, and it does not seem like anyone in a blue sweater is coming to the sin bin. So this will be a power play for UNE, not what you want if you're Salve, because almost as always, University of New England has a potent power play unit.
I'm almost positive they averaged almost 35% last year on the power play. So they are a potent group, especially looking for that backdoor.
That one from the point, right on cue. They score. Alex Sheehy from straight away, 6 seconds into the power play. They score, and just like that, It's 1-0 UNE.
I feel like I almost drinks that one.
We'll get a second look at it here. She just skates straight away, snaps it towards the goal, right through all the traffic and in. 1-0 UNE with 15:50 to go in the first. Power play that coming into tonight was 5 for 25, 20%. Make that now 6 for 26. Seahawks do not want to get into a special teams battle with the Nor'easters. And they've already made them pay. Down the left wing side, this one snapped towards the goal. It's blocked by Brendan Kim. Seahawks trying to walk it up the wall. Curran will smash it in, but Kraus will find it, flutter it across, knocked down in neutral ice. Kraus now will reset. Back to Kim. Across now to Wazano. Angles it off the end boards. Kim will gather it from the far side. Shovels it forward for Kraus. Looks to touch it in on the backhand. Kim now will once again have to start from neutral ice. Back for Kroon. Malera with speed. Plays it across. Walensky down the right side. Looks to snap it towards the goal. That one's blocked. Hoon Kim behind. Centers it. Picked off instead by Kortmanch. Over the line left side comes Winslow. He'll wrist it around the boards. Brendan Kim trying to get to it first. Nor'easters will dump it back in. Far side Winslow. Surveys from the left wing corner up to the blue line and off. Kevin O'Keefe could not hold it in. And so we will draw in neutral ice just outside of the Seahawks zone, left side. Off the face-off win, Hoon Kim gains center and flips it end over end into the far side corner. And we're going to get a penalty coming here.
I think he engaged him a little too early there.
Walter Bauman, the one being escorted to the box. And there was a heavy hit, I think, on Kroon after that whistle as well. Interference called here on Bauman. Well, the Nor'easters already 1 for 1 on the power play. This is a dangerous game to play. Now that shot, that goal last time came from straight away. As a goalie on the power play, where do you want to see those shots coming from?
Definitely from the outside. Anything from the middle is very easily tipped, like I think that last one was. So if you keep them the outside, limit the backdoor passes, it makes a goalie's job easier than most.
Nor'easters look to enter it. Loose in the circle now against the end boards. Pile up behind the net. Nor'easters will come away with it. Up top, Kortmanch waiting straight away. Kanderka watching him. Kortmanch left side snaps it towards the goal and wide. Sheehy straight away. Moves it left side. Sheehy once again waiting. Top of the left wing circle, Deshano waiting. His wrist shot goes high. Off the end glass, collected near side by Kortmanch. Right wing circle, waits. Wristed on the goal. That one will go wide as well. Nor'easters control the rebound. Sheehy straight away up top. Waiting, wristing again. Tip towards the goal. Down is Reddy, and he covers it up.
It's a great save by Reddy, looking through the I think 2 or 3 bodies there to make that pad save.
It always impresses me, Ulysses, is the flexibility of goaltenders. I watch you guys warm up, and I'm like, my legs would be like a cartoon snapped off my body.
I'm paying for it right now. I'll tell you that, Pez.
Still playing? Still strapping up the pads?
About once a week, in South Boston, you gotta break a sweat every once in a while.
This one played in deep, held in the right wing corner. Jake Fuss playing quarterback now from behind the net, all alone into the right wing circle, held there by Christie. He'll wrist it around the boards and wide, and can't be held in far side by Winslow. 30 seconds to go on the power play here for UNE. They're second, leading 1-0. Winslow glides over the line, sends it wide of the net. Lozano trying to knife it out of the zone. Popped up into the air by Price. And the Nor'easters will get the attacking zone draw with 20 seconds left. Now, I think you said before the game that you get to play with a couple of your former teammates and other alumnus as well.
Absolutely. I think we have a full team of Salve alumni in Boston. We play about once a week, and it's a really good group of guys to have to see at least on a weekly basis.
Talk about, one, what it was like to experience the strength of this alumni group as a player. This one's backhanded towards the goal by Winslow, high and wide. The strength of this alumni group as a player, and then now being part of it yourself and what it means.
It's unbelievable, because I know when we played Becker, alumni Al Butler would buy us all dinner. We'd all hang out in the lobby and kind of just.
That one tacked around in front. Heinold finishes it 2-0 UNE. Clean up right in front for Colin Heinold, the senior from Charleston, South Carolina. 2-0 with 12:04 to go in the first.
Yeah, Cole didn't have any chance on that one. Kind of a turnover, kind of leads to a tic-tac-toe there out of UNE.
Here's a second look at it. Again, that one just served up for Heinold to finish. Well, you were talking about Al paying you guys, getting you guys dinner and stuff like that.
Yeah, so there's always an expansive alumni group that loves to give back to the program as much as possible. Me and a couple of the other 2021 alumni went to the game against Wentworth and came out to support the guys, got them dinner. So it's always good to give back to the program whenever we can.
Chad Morrell, left side, looking to snap it towards the goal. That one's blocked. Joseph Kyle getting in the way of that shot. Well, the Seahawks fell behind 2-0 last night. Never were able to get closer than a 2-goal margin the rest of the evening. We'll get a whistle here with 11:22 to go in the first. The Seahawks will get an attacking zone draw here. Floated up near the blue line. Lozano thought about pinching up instead, wanted to challenge Aiden Curran, who flings it into the corner right side, and this will be icing. Brendan Kim showing the speed there.
Salve definitely needs to get a little bit of a flow going. It's a little bit of stop and go, especially trying to kill 2 penalties off. They need to definitely get a little bit of a groove here.
Look at the attacking zone draw here. Calder tied up on it. Kim comes crashing in left side, trying to hold it in. Brunton from the blue line looks to send it across. No one home there. And this looks to be iced again by the Nor'easters, and it will be. Trying to connect on that cross-ice pass off the mark.
It's a great crowd we have tonight.
It's a packed house. I know the school ran 2 shuttles from campus, from the Rogers Recreation Center, to get people out here to this game. I know a lot. The other night they were turning people away. So Kim with the shot. That one is saved by Gerard, and then ricochets off the end glass around now on the right wing corner. But some shuttles to get people from campus to the game. Packed house. Great to see. Chipped off the glass into the corner, held in by the Seahawks momentarily. Nor'easters trying to clear it. Gaswick levels a man in the right wing circle. That's Sheehy. And now Lozano locked up with Aiden Curran. What did we say about tempers?
They're flaring.
Brendan Kim now holding behind the net. Playfully waiting is Shuko. Now Lozano far side. Snaps it back to Brendan Kim. Straight away up top, Malera will tip it around. Walensky tries to swing it into the zone, taken instead by the Nor'easters. Kuzmich in behind the cage. Brendan Kim now waiting with it. Walensky out to center, can't connect with Malera. Flicked in by Will Spitzer. Brendan Kim straight up the middle. Here comes Malera with speed. Gallops over the line right side to the circle, wristed on the goal, and Gerard will make the easy glove save. As Walensky comes to say hello.
That kid is always driving the net. He's got a nose for the back post, which is pretty special for I would call him a skill guy almost.
Yeah, I don't think he would be upset with that assertion.
No. I had
One of the faster players you'll see on the ice, Mitch Walensky.
And his shot is something else. His release is one of the quickest I've ever seen.
And one thing that's been impressive this year is his assist numbers to start the year as well. Getting other guys involved when you know he's part of the engine that's going to drive the Seahawks scoring. Koppel plays it across. Down the line, Bauman. Lost it at the blue line. And a trip being called here. So 9:28 to go in the first. Seahawks will go to the power play. Yeri Eliaush will sit for two. Seahawks with a chance here to get on the board. Brendan Kim, he'll skate straight up top. He'll snap it towards the net. That's saved by Gerard. Calder in the corner. Now Kyle waits. Sends it back for Calder. Right wing side around. One-timer. Malera saved by Gerard. Out high it comes to Brendan Kim. Snap left side. Kyle waiting. His wrist shot. That one ping-pongs around and comes out the other side. Nor'easter's trying to clear it. And then a push from behind and a penalty coming here as well. Dante DePonio with the push. And this will be a 5-on-3 now for Salve with 1:34 left on this original penalty. A golden opportunity for the Seahawks now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're going to push someone in the back, tough time and place to do it because it is clear as day.
Yeah, when you get two hands on a stick and put it in your lower back, you can't really do that.
Malera on the 5-on-3. Glides to the high slot, plays it in deep. Kyle waiting. Snap back to Malera. Right side now, Brendan Kim waits, paddles it down low, trying to go back door for Kyle. That one just misses the mark. Malera on the wing left side. 1:16 left to 5-on-3. Brendan Kim back for the one-timer. Malera save made by Gerard, if not partially blocked as well by Will Spitzer.
Yeah, Spitzer definitely ate that puck there. That's a great block.
Over the line, here comes Malera. Straight to the net. He'll put on the brakes now and peel back out to the wing. Looks to settle it across. Kyle waiting, trying to snap it in front. Benson couldn't get a piece of it to jam it home. Shuffled across. Brendan Kim waiting right side. One-timer. Calder score!
Great passing play out of the Seahawks there.
8:17 to go in the first. Seahawks convert on the power play. And better yet, they will still have a power play to go. Scoring on the 5-on-3. So there will be 1:16 left of a power play here for Salve Regina to try and knot this game up. Both teams have converted a power play goal. First career goal for Logan Calder.
Congratulations.
Here comes Kim. Glides right side, plays it across, trying to get the return pass. Zimmer, left side against the wing. Snap across now. Waiting. Walensky the shot. Fought off. That one blocked in front again. I think that's Spitzer who ate another one. That's one thing both of these teams do well. Not afraid to wear the puck. Walensky dances over the line right side. Angled into the boards. Sheehy chased off it. Walensky settles the rolling puck. Trying to skate into the high slot. Peels back to the outside now. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Can't connect with Hoon Kim. Brunton recovers at center. Seahawks will reset here. Trying to get one more rush on the power play. Looking for the tie. Sheehy Smashes it around the board. Seahawks will hold it in. Brunton at the point left side plays it in deep. 15 seconds left as Zimmer tries to hand off, and then it will hop and be taken by DePonio. Actually, make that Chad Morrell. Morrell with it now. His one-timer, that one's blocked. And deflected around, taken by Brendan Kim. Out of the box is DePonio, and we're back to even strength. Seahawks do take a little bit of advantage. They've drawn within one here. 6:52 to go in the first. This one blocked in front, dangerously skated by Dawson Ellis towards his own goal. Now the Nor'easters will head up ice. DeShanio plays it across into the left wing corner. Brendan Kim now finds Young. Young trying to chip it for Kandurka in front. He can't poke it home. Young in deep. Takes a shot, moves it around. Kandurka right side. Looks to walk it up the wall, hops it to the blue line. Brendan Kim waiting for an angle, trying to play it down low for Dylan Price. Now Young trying to center it. That's blocked behind the net. Around the board's far side, turned back over to Price. Caught against the boards. Brendan Kim waiting, snapping it, and that one is saved by Gerard. 6 minutes to go in the first period. 1-goal game. Caden Kraus over the blue line right side, steered into the wall, hopped back to neutral ice by the Nor'easters. Chasing back now is Tenkoppel. Gaswick plays it forward. Taken by Sheehy now in behind his own cage, and the net off its moorings as Kraus got upended on the way by. Clock will stop with 5:32 to go in this first frame.
It's a great push out of the Seahawks last probably 5, 6, 7 minutes. Really took the air out of the sails out of UNE.
I mean, they can score. The Nor'easters can score in bunches, and going down 2-0 after going down 2-0 last night, easy to get deflated, but that's one thing the Seahawks coming into the year knew. I mean, to beat UNE, you kind of have to be able to, you don't want to play their game, but you need to be able to play their game. If you have power play chances, you have to convert. Absolutely. 1 for 2 is Salve so far. And the way these two teams are throwing their weight around, there is sure to be more power play chances in this game.
I can almost guarantee that there will be at least one more for each team sometime tonight.
Zimmer on the attacking zone draw here for Salve. Wins it to the wall. Benson will shield it against Sheehy. He's knocked off it, and it's flipped out to center. Bouncing puck grabbed by Tenkoppel, and he'll race to daylight. Tenkoppel with speed. He'll carry it over the line himself. Into the corner left side now. Benson flutters it towards the cage looking for a tip. Into the right wing corner, Kyle stashes it up to the point. Zaremli with the drive. That one saved by Gerard. Puck in the corner left side. Now in behind the cage, Kyle trying to win it. Nor'easters will control and skate it out. Looking cross ice, Jake Fuss will carry down the wall. Zaremli comes to challenge. Zimmer finds Tenkoppel behind the net. Benson near side. Outlets Kyle. All alone over the blue line right side. Thought he got tripped up. No call. Kyle with it back at center. Kroon snaps it into the left wing corner. Bauman ahead of the field will get to it first. Overskates the puck. Brunton comes to clean it up. Carries into the corner right side. Now looks to spin back to the inside. Brunton on the backhand around for Bauman. All the way up top waiting Hoon Kim. He'll snap it towards the goal. The tip, and that one's saved by Gerard.
It's a great shot and a great save.
And that's one you just tipped the cap. How much of stopping the tip shots, the ones through screens, is it luck? Yeah, is it you play the odds and say, well, I'm standing big in front of the net, and so I've got a lot of pads, so I'm going to probably stop one.
It's probably 75% positioning and the other 25% luck. Like if you're there and you see it, you can most likely stop it, and if it ever gets tipped, it's always a 50-50 if it hits you or not.
Elias moves it up to the blue line. Nor'easters will play it in deep. Garrett Devine blitzed by Hoon Kim. walks it up the wall. Elias once again behind the net. Working on Calder. Devine tries to center it. Deflected by the Seahawks. Out to center. 3:28 and counting to go in the first period. And a penalty coming here as Bauman collided with a man at the blue line who had the puck a little bit behind him. Bauman was kind of just skating a straight line. Now Bauman locked up with Garrett Devine. And now these two guys have to be separated by the officials. The player for UNE is to his feet. That was David Wilcox, who took the shot from Bauman, who's heading to the box for the second time tonight. Seahawks' argument here is that Bauman was just skating in a straight line and the UNE player was coming back for the puck and ran into him. It's dangerous for him, but incidental. That's the Seahawks' argument. Meanwhile, going to the box as well as Garrett Devine, so theoretically this looks like it should be 4-on-4 and a wash. But we'll find out how they assess the penalty to Bauman and or Devine.
Every time the referees huddle up, there's always a possibility of a major penalty there. I don't think it's warranted, but there's always that possibility when they huddle. Because it was a knee to a head, it looks like, and that looks like it's what we're getting here.
Bauman is being escorted off the ice. And obviously we're going to get a discussion here. Head coach Zach Klon is going to want some explaining. And they're sending another man, Logan Descanio, into the box. So we probably, because of that, Devine probably picked up a minor and maybe a 10-minute. So Descanio is going to serve in there so he can come out after 2 minutes while Devine still serves the 10. I don't know. We'll just wait and see when public address announcer Phil Audette sorts it all out for us and gives us the news.
So I think it's going to be a 5-minute major for kneeing for Bauman, just based off how it looked. It looked like his knee was direct contact with his head. Especially in college, they almost look for that kind of thing. So if there's any kind of question, they just kind of just do the 5 and 10 and see it. But I think number 12 for UNE is definitely getting a couple penalties for going after Bauman after the play.
Now the issue will be, with it being a 5-minute, is that why Bauman's being sent to the locker room, or do we think he's been assessed a misconduct here as well and take an early shower?
So usually it's a 5-minute major with a 10-minute misconduct, which is the match penalty. So he's most likely done for the night. We're going to get a confirmation probably momentarily about the penalty. But on the board right now, it looks like Salve has a 5-minute penalty with 2 2-minute minors for UNE.
This is not unexpected for what I thought at some point could happen in this game, and the action is ground to a halt because of it. We'll eventually. Our crew in the box is doing great work right now to try and work with the officials and get this all sorted out.
This is one of the quicker turnarounds I've probably ever seen, so props to the officials on that one, but we're about to get a confirmation here.
Misconduct.
So a 5-minute misconduct and then 2 2-minute minors. So right now, believe it or not, out of all this, folks, the Seahawks have a power play. Or no. Now there's 4 guys. I don't know. For a minute, it looked like there was only 3 guys. No, yeah, there are. There's only 3 guys out there. It is a 4-on-3 right now. Go figure. You could take a major and wind up on the power play. Walensky in front. He scores! Clean up in the slot. Mitch Walensky wrists it home on the power play. We're tied.
So now it goes 4-on-4 for 1:43 until the major penalty kicks in.
What a wacky set of events. So the Seahawks have scored twice on the power play to tie it.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You'll learn. The more you come up here and do these games, you learn you can never say, just when I thought I saw everything. There's always something more. So we skate 4-on-4 right now for 1 and 20 seconds. And then the Nor'easters, I mean, dangerous. They'll have significant time on the power play, with it being a major power play and a chance to just pump in goal after goal if they can. Back and forth we go. We start again. What a response here from Salve Regina. And it's a tough thing to do, to try and play the special teams game with the Nor'easters. The Seahawks now have answered the call. Reddy makes a big-time save, hopped out in front, and now he'll freeze it.
Great save getting that one off the face. Those never feel good, Pez. Never feel good.
Wakes you up. He'll shake it off.
.2:11 left in the first period here. 4-on-4.
Straight away up top, Sheehy with it. Has a goal already. And we've got another penalty coming. A slash is the call, this time against Brunton. So, actually, no, it's going to be against Kroon. So Kroon will sit. So it'll be 4-on-3. Power play for UNE. 38 seconds from now, it'll be 5-on-3. If you're at home, get out your calculator, folks. Instead of trying to figure it out, we'll just tell you what we see. It's 4-on-3. From the point, that one tipped and held by Reddy.
It's important for the Seahawks here to be tight, especially with that triangle formation. It's important for them to be super tight here to make sure there are no passes through the middle, no backdoor passes that get through.
1:45 left in the period. 1:46 left of 5-on-3. So the Seahawks, this is going to be a tough close to this period. 4-on-3, excuse me. Right side. Now left side, the one-timer, and it eventually goes in. Reddy tried to squeeze the pads and hang on. That one sneaks through, and it's 3-2.
It's a standard UNE power play right there. They kick it down, kick it across, backdoor.
So Kroon comes out. And it should be 4-on-4. And it is for another 3 seconds. Unless we get more penalties. It is a special teams fest so far here in the first period. .123 to go in the first. 1 second left of 4-on-4, and then Logan Descanio will come out. And he's waiting at the door. And so now the Nor'easters will really get this major penalty time now. 5-on-4 for 2 minutes and 47 seconds. And they'll have a clean sheet to work with as well, except a penalty coming here. All the way, Malero scores! On the delayed penalty, Malera ties us with 1:02 to go. Can you believe what you're seeing?
And that penalty still counts against UNE there. Number 23 is going to the box, so it'll be another stint of 4-on-4 here.
Well, these types of games against these two opponents, you can describe them as heavyweight fights. And normally, there's a feeling out process. There's a jab here, a jab there. From the get-go, this is haymaker, haymaker, haymaker. It's a 3-1 scoring run for Salve. And we're back to 4-on-4 for 52 seconds of the first period. And the Seahawks they'll never get a power play out of this because of the major on the board. Because there's 1:43 left on the penalty to Jared Christie and 2:23 still left on the penalty to Bauman. So 4-on-4, no power play, but the Seahawks will certainly take that to take the penalty and power play time away from UNE. Crazy. Kuzmich glides in, hands off to Curran. Sheehy now from the wing right side tries to throw it high. Brendan Kim couldn't glove it down. Dancing and dip. Kuzmich has it knifed away at the last second. Now Brunton from behind carries through neutral ice. Kim carries towards the goal, and Gerard will freeze it as a man has lost his glove as well. That's a Nor'easter, Ryan Kuzmich. Plenty of color commentary coming from the Seahawks bench as well in this one. Up top, Hoon Kim, 4-on-4, snaps it towards the goal, almost went 5-hole. Kim holds it in, powers it towards the net and into the glove of Gerard. With 4.4 to go in what has been an absolutely wild first period.
That's the only way I think you can describe this one. It's just wild. See if Salve can get something on net here with 4.4 seconds left.
Calder, who's got his first career goal here tonight, will be on the draw. Won by the Nor'easters. Touched out to center, all the way down to the Seahawks zone, and that'll do it for an absolutely bananas first period. Is there any way to put it, Mr. Lawler?
No, absolutely not. This was insane. I'm looking forward to periods 2 and 3.
So nothing even remotely close to being decided here from St. George's. UNE 3, Salve Regina 3. We're going to take a break while they tend to what is a very choppy surface of ice right now. And then be back with a call of the second period. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference men's ice hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're going to have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave,
Welcome back to St. George's as we get ready for the start of the second period here between Salve Regina and the University of New England. Thank you for finding us on the Salve Athletics Network. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ulysses Lawler here to bring you the call. It was a frantic, high-paced, high-energy first period. The Seahawks fell behind 2-0, 3-2, and have tied it 3-3. As we start the second period, and we will be skating 4-on-4 for a brief period of time, and then there will be a continuation of a major penalty and power play for UNE. Absolutely wild. I mean, if you didn't watch, I encourage you, go back and watch the first period for some of the best hockey you'll see.
Looking for a little flow this period. Not as much stop and go, no penalties, hopefully.
You think this game's going to be 5-on-5 at any point?
I
That one almost tapped in on the own goal. Sent around the boards now and back out to neutral ice.
I know it won't happen, but I'd like to see a little 5-on-5 flow here. So I think that's where Salve dominates this game.
Right now it has been a special teams game. We'll see if we get there to 5-on-5. Brendan Kim. Calder. Now Kim, Malera. Back to Kim. Into the corner left side, he'll carry it. Chopped out to the blue line. Brendan Kim sends it across, but back out to neutral ice. Calder waiting for it. Gathers, looks to snap it in deep, and it ricochets off a nor'easter. Carried in now by Fuss. Left side, left for the shot. Save made by Reddy. He hangs on off the stick of Daniel Winslow.
Somehow there's only 37 seconds left of this major penalty.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when there's penalties on penalties on penalties in between. The fact that the Seahawks got called for a major and then had a power play, something you would never expect to see happen. But I think both teams, both coaches in the locker room have probably preached some discipline here. I mean, the Nor'easters are happy to play special teams the whole time. Seahawks definitely, as you said, want to get back to 5-on-5 and flow. 19 seconds left on the major penalty. Seahawks send it down the river. Chasing back now, Sheehy. Through center. Kuzmich plays it forward, and Reddy will freeze it. 18.5 to go in the second. 8 seconds left. On the major to Bauman, who was assessed a game misconduct as well. So a major for roughing and a game misconduct. So
that was the official call, roughing.
Yeah. Kroon all the way down the ice. And lo and behold, 5-on-5. Mark it down. 18:20 to go in the second.
See how long it lasts.
Start your stopwatches now. Lozano across to Benson. Over the line, Zimmer. Trying to cut inside left for Benson now. Carries right to the side of the goal. Stashes it behind the cage. Kyle trying to take a whack at it, and he'll win it. Shields on the backhand, out to the blue line. Brendan Kim walks it down the wing now. Snaps it across the left side. Tipped up and out of play by the Nor'easters. 17:51 to go in the second. Game tied at 3. A heavyweight tilt between two nationally ranked teams. The Nor'easters held serve on their home ice last night, 5-2. A game that the Seahawks never led. Were never closer than 2 goals from the onset. That one tipped towards the goal and wide. Started like it was going to be Groundhog Day for UNE. Seahawks, though, have responded. Out to the blue line waiting. Azano, he snaps it towards the goal and it whistles wide. And now he'll have to sprint back for it, with Jaden Price chasing after it. Nor'easters carry right to the front of the goal and it's blocked. Brendan Kim weaves his way to center. Now Kyle flutters it into the left wing corner, giving chase Caden Kinderka. Far side Sheehy now. Both of these teams just end to end. Puck in deep. Brendan Kim able to send it up the middle. Price can't connect with Kanderka. This one's going to come up short of icing, though. Kanderka wins the race into the corner right side. Around the linesman, looks to move it up top to the blue line, waiting for it. Josh Kroon carries down the boards into the corner. Return pass to the point. Kanderka can't handle it. Out to center and deflected by Jaden Price. Hoon Kim delays, left wing circle. Now in behind the cage, glides out, centers it out in front and just past the outreach stick of Brunton.
It's a really good look at a Hoon Kim there.
Braden Young. Now Kim in deep. Stolen away by the Nor'easters. In deep, Morrell looking for an outlet. All the way up to the blue line. Held there by Wilcox. Floated into the corner. Grabbed by Kroon. Looks to send it cross ice. Glove down. Gaswick hands off to Brunton. Spun over the blue line. Puck ricochets around. Brunton will hold it in. Has Gaswick going to the net. Gaswick can't settle it down. Now wrists it from an off angle, and it's saved by Gerard. Christie. All the way down. Jake Fuss will chase after it, but will get icing.
This is the 5-on-5 play I was looking for at the start of this game. Both teams can skate just so well.
That's what I was saying. Like you can see just the speed. You get down one side, you have to get back. Both these teams want to move and move quickly. Attacking zone draw here for Salve Regina. Left wing circle. They win it. Malera with a goal already. Snaps it high of the net. Will chase it down right side. Plays it around behind the net. Caden Kraus on the backhand up to the blue line waiting. Tenkoppel. At the left point. Throws it towards the goal. That's tipped and blocked. Kraus recovers left side. Walks it up the wall. Back to Tenkoppel. He waits. He risks. That one's blocked. Kraus using the body.
I think Salve's about to get a power play here.
And the puck is touched up on the far side by Devine. Actually make that Jake Fuss. And it looks to be Chad Morrell. He's got the most exasperated look on the ice, so you got to guess he's the one heading to the box.
I think we had 3.5 minutes of 5-on-5 there. might be a game record so far.
A game record. Power play for Salve Regina to take the lead. With 15-14 to go. Seahawks won the puck, but nobody could get to it. Here comes UNE. Winslow will gain the line, and now he'll just rag it back. And now it's sent down the ice by the Nor'easters. You don't see teams do that a lot. Bring it all the way up to the blue line and then just skate it back. But when you're trying to kill time, it can be an effective strategy. Here comes Brendan Kim over the blue line, hands off Kyle, skates to the high slot. His wrist shot goes wide. Calder sends it across. Benson gathers. Kyle is offside. And we get a whistle. .35 to go in the second. 1:22 left here on a power play for Salve Regina. And even though we've had a ton of penalties, I mean, some of these power play quote-unquote opportunities have been mere moments.
It just shows how defensively sound both these teams are when they were able to set up and kind of just absorb whatever's coming at them.
Kim sends it across. Kraus now waiting, and that one's almost tipped and intercepted. That could have been a shorthanded breakaway for the Nor'easters if Shuko could hang on. Here comes Walensky with speed right down the middle into the blue jerseys. Heads up. That one headed towards the Seahawk bench. Instead goes off the short boards and ricochets all the way down. Kim. Now Walensky across the ice for Brunton. Gains the line. Rolls it in deep. Sheehy trying to power it around the boards. Can't get it past Zimmer left side. Zimmer trying to walk it up the wall. Shields one Nor'easter from it, but now can be skated out. Sheehy tied up as this one's played down. Walensky quickly wrists it all the way around for Kraus. Nine seconds to go on the power play. Seahawks now will just reset from behind the net. Out of the box comes Morrell. Here comes Brendan Kim with speed. Over the line. Had it poked away from behind. And stolen back by Jake Fuss. Trying to hit Morrell in stride. Azano knocks him off the puck. And he spills out into the net.
It's a great hit by Azano there. Clean, shoulder on shoulder. Just takes the man off the puck there.
With exactly 7 minutes gone here in the second period. We once again will skate 5-on-5. Which will be the running joke and broken record throughout this broadcast, as often as it happens. And that's no slight at either team. It's just when you have two teams that skate this fast and this hard, penalties are almost bound to happen. That one snapped towards the net and wide by O'Keefe. Lozano settles it down. Sends it around for Brendan Kim. Watches a man go by, drawing some oohs and ahs from the Seahawk faithful. That one all the way down and on the goal, forcing Gerard to freeze it.
the amount of patience Brandon Kim has when he has the puck is something else that's not seen a lot in Division III hockey. That kid, he can skate like the wind, and he can make tape-to-tape passes like nobody else.
That one came with speed, a whole 90 feet. This one poked away from Tenkoppel. Carried back by Devine, and he has to circle back to the neutral zone, plays it across now. Winslow over the line, snaps it towards the goal. Reddy makes the save. That one thrown whale wide again. Heinold snaps it in front. It's blocked. Kyle wanted to play it up and out. Cannot. Played back into the slot. Players ranging for it. It'll bounce out to neutral ice for the re-entry from Colin Heinold. Zaremli now will start the rush from behind the cage. Flips it end over end, softly into the corner right side. Benson comes to lay the wood. Nor'easters clear it. Kyle will send it back in. This will actually stay onside. Behind the net, Zimmer wants to get it back for Benson. Nor'easters trying to clear. Scooped out, Kim will glove it down. Tenkoppel. Across for Brunton. On the backhand, plays it ahead. Finessed in by Gaswick. Gerard behind the net. Sees a man coming to him. Snaps it around the boards, giving away to Brunton. Trying to cut it in front. Has it knocked away from Gaswick. Kroon takes a shot and plays it in deep. Gaswick in the corner left side. Around now for Brunton from the right wing corner. He looks to snap it up top to the point. Waiting. Hoon Kim dancing. Shields on the backhand. Down the wing right side. Spins back to the outside. Straight away to the point now. Kroon waiting. His shot is blocked. And Kroon can't reach to glove it down. Sent back up on the tip. And Seahawks going to be called for icing here. Thought for a moment that Brunton had gotten a piece of that. The officials will say no. And with 10:41 to go in the second, the Nor'easters will get the attacking zone draw.
Period's flying by here so far.
Well, this is what you call a broadcaster's jinx, Ulysses.
Oh, no.
You're setting yourself up. 10:30 to go at 8:11 in the evening. Tip behind the net. Calder trying to rake it out. Nor'easters will hold it in. All the way up to the point left side. DePonio throws it towards the goal. Tipped and blocked. Brunton comes in to clean it up. Snaps it across now Gaswick. Will backhand it in deep. Seahawks will make a change. DePonio. Hands off over the line. Shuko left side. Lozano now behind the net to Brendan Kim. With one hand, gets it all the way up over the line. Here comes Kraus. Top of the left wing circle. Kraus lost it in his skates. Able to keep it alive. Battling plays it down the wing, but it's scooped out by David Wilcox. Here comes Malera. Spins over the line. Has Walensky coming into the slot. Malera now trying to hand off to Walensky. Overskated the puck. Seahawks a second too late there on that exchange. Heinold. Trying to get the return pass. Carries in deep behind the net. Make this Dawson Ellis. Up top to O'Keefe. Snaps it right side for the one-timer that fluttered off the stick of Kortmach. And more extracurricular action after the play.
I think one of the UNE guys had a stick in Cole Reddy's glove as he was covering that puck up there.
So officially...
Oh, they actually called that. Wow.
Wow.
That is something that is usually not called.
So
especially, I didn't think I thought it was pretty innocuous, but apparently not.
9:06 to go. Another power play here for Salve, trying to take the lead. Kortmach will sit for two. Officially, it's 18-10 shots in favor of Salve. There's a lot of blocked shots in there. Power plays 2 for 5 are the Seahawks. 2 for 4 is UNE. They did have a major power play, but it was so fractured because of all the other action. Hoon Kim leaves it left side, touched in deep. Backhand shot goes wide of the net. Zimmer trying to recover it, and he does in the right wing corner. Out high now, Walensky glides it across, waiting. Hoon Kim return to Walensky straight away. His wrist shot is blocked. Settled left side by Brunton. Out wide, Brunton paddled in deep. Hoon Kim hands back off to Brunton, straight away up top, right side Walensky, waiting, he shoots, and that one is deflected high off the end glass. Around to the blue line, held by Hoon Kim. 1:19 to go on the power play. His one-timer is blocked. Wilcox, I think this is Winslow trying to clear. Far side Spitzer, can't get it out. Hoon Kim hands off to Brunton. Minute to go on the power play. Mitch Walensky snaps it down deep behind the back from Zimmer. Can't connect with Kraus. Waiting now, Brunton in the circle left side. His wrist shot goes high, scaled around the glass. Walensky keeps it in the zone, sprints left side. Walensky looking to carry all the way in behind the cage now. We'll just do a circle through the zone. Hold on the right wing side now. Up top waiting. Kim, little shoulder fake, back to Walensky. He'll try to fake it, and it's poked away. Daniel Winslow now sprinting one-on-one. Waiting for reinforcements here, shorthanded. His shot goes high and wide and out of play.
Great zone time out of Salve's power play there. Like you mentioned earlier, just the amount of shots the UNE is blocking tonight is something else.
7.5 to go in the second. 30 seconds left of power play time here for Salve. But they'll have to take a defensive zone draw, which they win. Brendan Kim will sprint out from behind the goal with speed. Near side, Kyle over the line. Hits the brakes right in front of his team bench. Changes places now out to the point. Right side, Malera. He'll take it from the point. Malera, his shot is blocked. Kuzmich will lose it. 4 seconds left on the power play. Brendan Kim up for Kyle. We're back to even strength. Kyle lost it at the blue line. Kuzmich trying to recover it. Man goes down for Salve. Here comes Kuzmich over the line. Numbers here for UNE. Kuzmich the shot. Reddy makes the save and then has to squeeze the pads to hang on.
Great save out of Reddy and a grade A chance for UNE.
6:55 left here in the second.
Especially for Reddy not being tested that much tonight, especially in the second period. It's a big save for Salve there.
Seahawks have had 2 chances here on the power play to take the lead. On the draw, the Nor'easters had it for a second, but Kandurka jumps in. Shows his speed. Carries it out to neutral ice. Now Price steals it back. Gains the line with strength. That puck rolling towards the goal. Gerard will stick handle it into the corner. Away from trouble, Kandurka trying to win it back for Salve. Price joins the fight as well. Zaremli walks it down the wall and then lost it. Kandurka with it out at center. Plays it on back for Tenkoppel. Young couldn't enter it in deep. Gloves it down. Loose at the blue line. Skated out by UNE. Jake Fuss takes a shot and plays it into the right wing corner. Young wants to snap it across for Price instead. Taken by the Nor'easters. And floated into the zone. Bouncing puck fielded in the slot by Tenkoppel. Young will tip it ahead into the zone. O'Keefe. Christie walks it over the line. Left side held by Curran. Benson comes to challenge Curran. Puck in deep. Benson nearly had the steal, deflects it out. Kyle with it now will sprint ahead. Over the line right side. Kyle waits, wraps it on the goal. Rebound loose in front, and the Nor'easters will grab it. That one was in a juicy area. Snapped in on the goal from the blue line, and Reddy will freeze it with 5:22 to go in the period. (21-12), the shot advantage for Salve. And given all the penalty time they've had to kill off, 26-19 in favor of the Seahawks in faceoffs. That's a key as well. If you're trying to kill off penalties, is winning the draws. Puck changes hands at center. Still up for grabs in the circle. Grab now by Courtmonch. Down the middle, through traffic. His shot is saved by Reddy. Up and out of play.
Another one off Reddy's head there. I think that's probably number 3 tonight that he's had to wear off the old noggin.
Whatever it takes, right?
He didn't even go down there, so that's almost like a header in soccer, just kind of jumping up and just getting anything in front of it. Especially the World Cup going on tomorrow, actually, for the first game.
First day. I hear that it is overcrowded was the word that I saw on the little news brief. You think that's a popular event?
I mean, it will be Monday at 2 o'clock the afternoon for USA Wales. Should be a good tilt. Hopefully the U.S. makes it out of the group this year.
Lozano in his defensive zone into the corner. Wants to connect with Kim. That one turned over. Hopped in front, loosened the slot, and Gaswick will grab it for Salve and chip it off the glass back to the nor'easter zone. Winslow waiting over the line. Didn't have help. Had to delay. This one fluttered down the wing. Nor'easters will control it. Out to the point now. Snap left side. Waiting the shot. Reddy makes the save. Loose on the blue paint. Jam towards the goal and cannot be finished from point blank range by UNE. Devine trying to snake it home. Could not.
So 3 bang, bang, bang saves out of Reddy. Those are huge.
3:49 to go in the second. Puck in front. Brendan Kim clears it away. Malera now can't hang on at neutral ice. Reset here for UNE. Dante DePonio wrists it up the near side. Kuzmich behind the goal. Lost the puck. Players collide against the end boards. UNE comes out of the fray with the puck. Snap right side. Wilcox waiting. Chips it in front. That one backhand shot. Score! The loose puck rolling in front. Anthony Shuko will finish it off. 3:24 to go. UNE jumps back in front by 1.
Nothing Reddy could do there. It's a block in front that kind of just hits back door for the UNE player to tuck that in.
Look here at the replay. Like you said, tough job for your netminder. He's made a bunch of bang-bang saves. And the last couple minutes, it just kind of felt matter of time before UNE was going to bury one.
They definitely took the momentum back last few minutes.
Benson trying to jam it home from an off angle. That's deflected. Loose near side. Kyle on the backhand. Skips it back in. Benson settles it down. Looks to play it across. Top of the point left side. The shot. That one goes behind the goal. Turning. Zimmer fires, and that one's blocked. Benson now in behind the net. Him and Zimmer doing some yeoman's work here on this shift. That one snapped, tipped in glove by Gerard. 2:52 to go in the second. 4-3 UNE with the lead. Benson introducing himself to Dawson Ellis.
No offense to Dawson Ellis, but Seth Benson he's a big boy. I wouldn't even want to get into any tussle with him.
5'8", 150 Dawson Ellis. 6'4", 212 Seth Benson. Hoon Kim softly touches it in deep. Price centers it in front for the point blank. One-timer denied. That was Young from right in front of the goal.
Young got 2 whacks at it there.
No matter what, no matter who wins this game, so far we have been witness to some high-level hockey.
Absolutely. The speed and skill out here tonight is easily top 10 in the country, no matter what these teams are ranked.
This one tipped up the ice. Waiting and carried in now by Fuss. Delays on the wing as we hit 2 minutes to go here in the second. Brunton can't poke it away. Christie down the middle. Able to hold on. Christie trying to get back to the forehand. Jams it towards the goal. Reddy has to fight that one off. Brunton now. Flutters went towards the cage. Glove down. Gerard, I think, wanted to hang on to that and then dropped it. On the wing near side, we get a whistle, and I think we've got a penalty, a trip. Brunton now and Jake Fuss exchanging some pleasantries.
So we got a power play for Salve here with minute 37 left to go in the second period.
And it's DePonio to the box.
This would be big for Salve if they tie it up here before the period ends.
Had 2 chances on the power play to take the lead. Now once again looking for the tie. What has been a thrilling game so far. Here in front of a packed house. Great atmosphere here on Mental Health Awareness Night. Brunton throws it towards the cage. That one directs wide. Kyle. Behind the net. Kim. Actually make this Calder with his first career goal here tonight. Angles it off the boards near side. Malera. Snapped up top. Brendan Kim. Hands off to Malera. Waiting in the slot left side. One-timer from Kyle. Whistles around the boards. Kyle again with the wrist shot. High of the bar. Brendan Kim comes crashing in. Can't hold it in the zone. Daniel Winslow. Brendan Kim. 44 seconds to go in the period. 1:06 left on a power play. Calder wants to get in front. That's blocked. Can't connect with Benson at the point. Malera will backtrack for it with 34 seconds to go in the period. Malera with speed. Hands off at the point. Kyle waiting. On the backhand. Plays it in deep. Here comes Kim on the high slot. Pedals it right side. One-timer score! Calder again on the power play. 24.7 to go, and we start again.
Have a night. Have a night.
We'll give you a look at the replay. Just the tic-tac-toe passing.
And just the perfect placement on that shot, that right over the pad of Billy Gerard.
Well, what more could you ask out of a game? This is a playoff. It was a playoff atmosphere up in Biddeford last night. It's a playoff atmosphere here tonight at St. George's as well. 8 seconds to go as the puck is trapped at the end boards. And the Nor'easters just want to kill time and get to the locker room. Like we said, this is a heavyweight fight, and it has been all haymakers from the opening drop. Nothing at all remotely close to being decided in this one. UNE 4, Salve Regina 4. Ulysses, your thoughts on this second period?
I got my flow, and Salve when they keep it 5-on-5 and take advantage of their power play opportunities, they're dangerous. So I'm looking forward to a great third period. I'm confident we can pull it out tonight.
All right, so the teams will head off the ice. We will take a break as well. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference men's ice hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We will be back. Don't go anywhere.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from, and it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
This is where it all begins.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want to. It's not the kind of campus you want to get away from. And it's got a really bright future.
It's not 4 years for the sake of the 4 years. It's 4 years that's changing somebody so that when they leave here, the world's going to be a better place because of it.
As a senior, I know that I'm going to miss it, and I'm also going to cherish the time that I had here.
They're gonna have to drag me out of here after graduation, and I can't imagine going to get my undergraduate degree anywhere else.
This is where it all begins.
Welcome back to St. George's. Start of the third period, and we are tied at 4 between Salve Regina and the University of New England. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ulysses Latler bringing you the call. Let's catch you up. 2-0 UNE jumped out to the lead. Alex Sheehy and Colin Heinold, and it looked like it was going to be Groundhog Day for the Nor'easters. Back-to-back power play goals for Salve. Logan Calder and Mitch Walensky tied the game at 2. Another power play goal for UNE. Daniel Winslow made it 3-2. And then the Seahawks tied things up at the end of the first, shorthanded from Johnny Malera. Each team scored in the second period. UNE Anthony Shuko took the lead for the Nor'easters, and then Logan Calder again on the power play. It has been a specialty teams laden game. And we're tied 4-4. Here on Mental Health Awareness Night, Seahawks wearing custom jerseys as they did last season. Great outing from the fans. Great support from the local community. No Solo, O'Brien's, and all of it. All monies raised here tonight will go to supporting the Newport Mental Health Group.
I'll give a shout out to the Salve alumni that are also in the building tonight. They come out and support the boys as much as possible.
We had a chance to talk in the intermission there with Paul Budasov, classmate of yours.
He's a great guy. We worked a lot together on mental health initiatives on campus. So he's a great partner of mine. He's one of my best friends, so I'm happy to share this experience amongst a lot of others with him.
Puck near side, Kroon will track it down. Walensky on the backhand. And the Nor'easters will send it back out to neutral ice. Walensky trying to carry straight down the middle, has it knocked away. Kraus now waiting at center. Snaps it across Malera, drifts over the line, touches it in behind the cage. This one deflected cross ice. Walked in by the Nor'easters, played loosely into the slot. Chopped that now onto the wing. Chad Morrell trying to hold it in. Behind the net, Jake Fuss. Near side, Christie. Fuss behind the cage. Dancing with the puck into the right wing corner now. Kim comes to rip it free. Waits in behind the cage. Now we'll sprint out with it. Walensky. Glides in, dishes it across, waiting Malera. His wrist shot saved by Girard. And I'm surprised. I don't think the officials have noticed there's a stick. Now they do. There's a stick sitting against the boards.
And it's Brandon Kim's, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's who they return it to. Attacking zone draw here for Salve. They control it and win it. Gaswick plays it into the slot. That one rolling towards the goal. Grabbed by the Nor'easters and played out to center. Calder scoops it down the wing right side. Sheehy trying to clear it. Brunton pokes it all the way around. Tenkoppel waiting at the blue line. Snaps it towards the goal, looking for the tip in front. That one, Brunton couldn't jam it past Girard. Sent all the way down. And this will be icing here against UNE. Nor'easters tried to scramble and hide on the bench, and the linesman is going to grab the necessary skaters back out onto the ice.
It's a big early chance for Salve here to gain a little momentum building off the goal at the end of the second period.
They win the draw. Brendan Kim with his twig back snaps it towards the goal, and it whistles wide. Chipped down and iced again. See our coaching staff with a round of applause for these two shifts here from their squad. Head coach Zach Klon in his 6th season, as is his assistant Chris Davis. And newcomer Tom McCarthy, graduate of West Point in 2005. A lot of experience on this Seahawks coaching staff. Here's Brendan Kim. Stashes it up the near side. Price will gather with speed. Barrels over the line. Tries to play it in the slot. Kandarka tips it on the goal, and it's saved by Girard. Back come the Nor'easters here on the counter. Straight down the middle. Kim knocks his man off the puck. That was Aiden Curran trying to carry through the slot. Price. Back for Kim. Lozano waiting. Up and tipped by Young. Straight down the slot towards the goal, and with Kandarka in front. Girard's going to freeze it. 16:27 to go in the third.
It's a great start for Salve here. They're applying the pressure against UNE, getting a lot of offensive zone faceoffs. Try to get some pucks to the net early.
They win the draw. Hoon Kim waiting, wristed on the goal. Benson trying to tip it down, can't jam it home. Nor'easters on the counter. Devine over the line, left wing circle. His shot whistles wide. Around the boards it comes, fired back in by David Wilcox. Left wing side, Puck hops into the circle. Kroon can't carry it out of the zone. Held in by Winslow. He'll lay it left side for Devine. In behind the cage. Now out to the right wing corner. Up top to the point. Waiting Wilcox. He has some space. His shot save made by Reddy. Deflected high and out of play.
.51 left here in the third period. Both teams changing lines, trying to get lined up for this face-off to the to the left of Cole Reddy here. Chip out of the zone for Salve.
Wobbles back to the nor'easter zone. Waiting behind the net, DePonio. Out to neutral ice, Walensky able to steal it. Carry it's onside. His wrist shot goes wide. Tenkoppel at the blue line. Can't hang on. Numbers here for UNE if they hurry. Christie delaying. Trying to center it, and it's blocked by Zaremli. Held in by the nor'easters. Left side, DePonio shot blocked by Walensky. And then he's pushed down from behind into the boards. He'll joust for it now with Jake Fuss. Zaremli will come out of the pack with it. And he'll skate slowly and scale it high and deep into the corner left side. Seahawks will make a full change here. Sheehy through center. Christie hands off for the shot. That one I think may have gone off the side of the net just by an inch. And a whistle here and offside. .34 to go in the third. And this tilt between two nationally ranked teams. Nor'easters ranked 9th in the country coming into the week. Seahawks ranked 14th. Here's Zazano. Brendan Kim, cross ice. That's deflected, but still comes to Calder. He'll gain the line. Left side, his wrist shot is blocked. Heinhold stepping in the way. Up top, Azano powers it towards the goal, and it's saved by Gerard, flashing the glove.
Probably Gerard's 7th or 8th glove save tonight. I don't know if they have a scouting report against his glove side or not, but they seem to be going back there time and time again.
Puck loose in the slot. Kanderka reaches out and grabs it. Touches it in deep. Young behind the net trying to center it. That takes a deflection. Far side, Devine. Scoops it off the glass and down. No icing here. Kroon will recover. Snapped across for Hoon Kim. Kim across for Kanderka with speed over the line. Hands off to Price. Trying to return it to Kanderka. He'll recover in the corner right side. Pushed off the puck in the far side boards. Young comes to challenge. Physical play in the corner. Drawing oohs and ahs from the Seahawk faithful in along the boards. Back the other way, Shuko. Wristed into the far side. Kroon. Tipped in by Salve. 13:22 to go in the third. Benson turns through center. Angled off the boards and down. Tenkoppel. Up the middle. Zimmer couldn't carry it. Handoff here to Curran, down the middle. Two Seahawks come to challenge him. That puck rolled towards the cage. Players go sprawling out as it's played up to the blue line. Sheehy looking to send it in. We get a whistle here. I believe the net is off its moorings, and it is.
And no change for Salve here, which is big. The guys are out there for a decently long shift at the moment.
Tenkoppel, Zaremli, Zimmer, Benson, and Kyle The 5 out there for Salve. With 12:55 to go. Seahawks control the draw. Trying to clear it. Benson at center. Walks it up the line left side. Tenkoppel back from his own zone. Wants to sprint near side. Tripped up at the blue line. Seahawks looking around for the penalty. None coming. Here comes Kraus.
I was looking around for that one too.
Kraus forced back to neutral ice, then has his pocket picked. Over the line right side. Courtmanch plays it to the circle left side. Seahawks there to knock it away. Then recovered in the corner by Jaden Price. Courtmanch trying to center it. That one thrown towards the front, jammed on the goal again and ping-ponged around to the left wing side. Another whistle here. And we will draw on neutral ice. 12-12 to go in the third. This feels like the calm before the storm. Both teams have kind of been trading some chances.
Yeah, I agree. There's got to be something to break within the last. I'm gonna prognosticate here. I think something big will happen in the next 5 minutes.
Well, it's been a while, Ulysses, since we had a penalty.
No, don't do that to me, Pez. No.
You've had your flow. You've had your flow for far too long. This one played in deep and iced by Salve.
Now, what do we call that in the broadcaster's rule book there? I don't think that's a jinx. That might be a...
It's called reverse jinx. With great power comes great responsibility. Attacking zone draw here for UNE. They control it. Fuss dancing in the circle. Lost his footing. Seahawks have numbers if they can hurry. It's going to be 3-on-3, though. Here comes Brunton over the line. Wants to chip it in front. Azano was crashing the net instead. Played back to neutral ice by the Nor'easters. Brendan Kim. Gaswick will touch it in. Rolled in deep behind the cage. Brunton. Calder now waiting for it. He's pushed into the boards. Christie will come away with the loose puck. Gaswick can't knife it away up the boards left side. Out through center. Here comes Fuss all alone over the line. Chased into space. Wristed around Winslow now. Down the wing right side. Out to the blue line. Touched into the corner left side. This one cross ice is deflected. Reddy poked it away. Far side Kroon. 11 minutes to go in the third. Now Brendan Kim. Up the near side. Can't connect with Young. And this is going to be icing here against Salve. Well, we've talked about these two teams being nationally ranked, perennial powers. Talk about what it means to play in the CCC and the strength of that conference as a hockey conference, especially with the competition and the quality of competition that you get.
Up and down, it's I'd argue it's one of the best leagues in the country with Salve, UNE, Endicott, Curry, Nichols. Those are 5 top-end perennial programs in the country. I wouldn't be surprised if 3 or 4 out of them are ranked at some time this year. Looks like we have a penalty against Salve.
Looks like Young is heading to the box. I won't say I told you so. Oops, I just did. We'll wait for the announcement from Phil Audette on the official call. First, I thought we were getting a hand pass. Another power play here for UNE. Big moment here. Benson finds it and golfs it down. And he'll chase it down, shorthanded. Heinold drops back for Christie. He'll gain the line. Bouncing puck through the slot, carried towards the goal. Right side Christie now. Fuss deep in the corner, right side. Holding out on the wing now. Glides into the circle, hands off to Christie. Right wing side, trying to go back door for the shot. Saved by Reddy.
What a save.
Post to post.
I saw 14 creeping down there. I was like, no, but Cole Reddy must have checked his shoulder and saw him coming. So that's a 10 minutes left. That might be a game save and save right there.
With 1:15 left on the power play here for UNE. Seahawks win the draw, but now have to fight for it behind the net. Price trying to clear it, cannot. Held in at the blue line, snapped across. Christie, he waits. Plays it left side, held there by Heinold, straight away up top. Heinold trying to find Fuss. Along the side of the net, Lozano finds it, scoops it on the backhand, and it will get past the man at the blue line. Seahawks can try and quickly change out at least one or two. Nor'easters control it in the attacking zone here on the power play. Fuss. Up to the blue line. Straight away up top, Sheehy. This is how he started the game. Wrists it wide. Fuss keeps it alive. Sheehy, right side. Christie waiting. Thought about the one-timer. Wrists it instead. In and out of the glove, I think, of Reddy. Fuss in deep. 15 seconds left on the power play. Trying to go across the zone. That one's blocked by Brunton. Sheehy straight away up top. 8 seconds left on the man advantage. Winslow, right side to Christie. Settles it in the skates. On the wing, touched in deep. Fuss. Looking for space. Now Christie off the off angle. Has it denied by Reddy. And we're back to even strength. Malera comes and throws a shoulder near side. Actually, make that Brunton. Malera now chases in the corner. In the high slot, that wrist shot goes wide. From Yuri Eliash. Fuss, who's been out there a long time, now finally will streak to the bench. Puck still trapped in deep. Wristed into the corner right side. Calder looks around, sees Devine closing. Skips it up the near side, and this is going to be icing here against Salve. So, a couple of tired legs out there.
Would not be surprised if Salve takes a timeout here. The guys have been out there for a while, pretty tired, but doesn't look like Coach Klon is gonna pull that trigger.
8:02 to go, and they might be discussing it, but looks like we're going to drop the puck. Kim trying to get it ahead for Brunton's tip. And instead, Heinold lifts it into the corner, now rolled in behind the cage. Caden Kraus falling down, gets it across the ice. Waiting for it there, Walensky. Zaremli. Now Malera. With one hand able to gain the line, but lost it at the blue line. Walensky now as the puck changes hands quickly. Walensky skates straight down the middle into some blue jerseys, lost the puck. Right side, Shuko wrists it all the way around. Seahawks waiting for it, Walensky with 7:15 to go in regulation. Sheehy from behind the cage. Now DePonio will reset. 7 minutes to go. Here comes Sheehy. Weaves his way into the zone. Left side, Zaremli throws the shoulder. Puck in behind the net. Right wing corner now, grabbed by Zimmer. Batted down by Benson. Sends it across the ice. Seahawks changing out their D. Zimmer. Can't find Benson. Brendan Kim. Kyle pokes it to Zimmer. Wanted Benson again at the line. Nor'easters send it across the ice. Courtmanch. Deflected off a Nor'easter. Bouncing to the far side corner. Brendan Kim staples his man there. Couldn't knife the puck away. Danced out in front, loose in the high slot. Grabbed by Wilcox, settles it across, waiting for the shot. That one's blocked in front, loose in the slot. Turning, firing that one, nearly denied. Off angle, held in behind the cage by UNE. That one skipped all the way around, near side. Wilcox. Seahawks trying to get organized. Here's Ellis. Sprint straight away, trying to wrist it right side. That one blocked in the slot, still loose. On the wing left side. Hopping the step here for UNE. Seahawks all pinched in close around the net. Snapped on the goal, and Reddy hangs on. That sequence felt like it was tilting UNE's way. Reddy finally stops it with 5.5 to go in regulation.
Yeah, UNE's been pressing pretty hard since the end of their power play. I think about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Salve's got to do something to change the momentum here, either a big hit or a shot on net and some zone time down in UNE.
Here's Brunton. Saucers it across for Calder. Over the line, working on 2 goals here tonight, his first career markers. Zaremli, that one thrown towards the net and wide. Left side, Azano to the net, tipped by Brunton, up and out of play. And it's funny, this game started with just like wild swing after wild swing, and it's almost like we're getting the the jabs here in the late stage. Both these teams kind of leaning on the ropes a little bit. You're, like you said, waiting for something to break here.
This is how I thought the game was going to start, not how it's going to end. Because it seems like we're in a little bit of a feeling out period with UNE pressing a little bit more.
Here comes Brunton for the final 5 minutes, able to fight his way through the slot with the wrist shot in and out of the glove of Gerard.
This might be the little spark Salve needs to get something going before the end of this game.
Zaremli lifts it in. Overtime would be 3-on-3, with which the speed and skill of these teams would be hyper speed hockey. Zaremli around to check. Carries through center, then fires it in on the goal. Gerard will freeze this with Dylan Price in his face.
I didn't want to bring this up, but you said that to me right as this third period was starting, that you had a feeling that this could go to overtime. But I didn't want to jinx it, but with 4:30 left, I feel like it's a good possibility at this point.
Just the way this period's been played. It's almost like both teams kind of afraid, don't want to take any chance because the ability of the other team to make you pay and counter. We'll see if it opens up here. This one around a check. Played into the slot. Knifed away at the blue line. We'll see if it opens up here in the final 4 minutes. Here's Kendurka with speed. Sprints into the corner right side. Pinched against the boards. 5-man scrum in behind the net. Here's Hoon Kim. Off the near side boards. Right side Kroon. Snaps it towards the goal, looking for a tip. That one loose on the wicket. Jammed towards the goal, and then it comes out the backside of Gerard and into the corner. Hoon Kim spins at the point. Looks to hand off to Price. Wants to steer it down the boards. Loose in front of the Nor'easter bench. Now played in deep. Braden Young 1-on-2. Waffles it around. Kroon now powers it back in deep. That one centered. Nearly stolen away by Malera. He does hold it. Malera lost an edge in the corner. Nor'easters with it. 3:25 to go. Sent up the ice and down. This is clear as day icing.
Yep.
No one within 80 feet for the Nor'easters. An attacking zone draw with 3:22. Interesting to see if we get a timeout called here by UNE. And Kevin Swallow will call for it. 3:22 to go in the third. Attacking zone draw for Salve after the icing. We will keep it here. What an exciting game this has been. Packed house here at St. George's. It's been great to see the fans here tonight at the game. Mental Health Awareness Night. So much pop and circumstance. And, we spent a good time talking about this game, the things surrounding the game leading up to it. I thought we thought we would get a good game. This has been more than we could have possibly imagined.
Absolutely. With everything that's going on tonight, with all the money that we've raised for the Newport Mental Health Initiative, with our great partners with O'Brien's Pub, and especially with the guys here hosting this event, it's had a great game to back up everything that we're trying to advocate for tonight.
Seahawks will send out Kraus, Azano, Brendan Kim, Walensky, and Malera. The 5 who have to remain out for UNE. Heinold, Winslow, Devine, Spitzer, and Elias. And a big win for the Nor'easters, but they can't get it down. Stolen away by Brunton, wrists it high and wide. Around the glass it comes. Winslow waiting for it in front of his bench. Will touch it softly ahead, picked off by Azano. Nor'easters still can't make a change. Here's the shot. That one fought off by Gerard with the blocker.
Finally switching it up from glove side. Probably surprised them there.
3:02 to go in the third.
Late change out of Salve.
And they're going to change out the whole forward line. Kyle, Benson, and Zimmer will come out. Seahawks win it. Azano snaps it across. Brendan Kim back to Azano up top. Dancing at the blue line. Able to keep it onside. No, he cannot. Benson chugs over the line. Ducks the shoulder. Drives towards the goal. Snaps that one right across the blue paint. Knifed out now, and here comes a 2-on-1 for UNE. Carried left side. Chipped across and missed. Couldn't hit Deshanio. Here comes Benson, back the other way, into the slot, right side, to Zimmer, he can't hold it in the slot. Sheehy with speed, right to the goal, trying to play it in front, and Reddy denies again. Descanio twice in this sequence has had chances to put the Nor'easters back on top. Here he is right side as we hit 2 minutes to play. Out to the blue line. That one fought off by Reddy. And it deflects up and out of play with 1:55 to go in regulation.
It's opened up a little bit last couple of minutes. There's been a big chances on both sides and just a huge save out of Cole Reddy on that back door.
Attacking zone draw here for the Nor'easters. Seahawks control it. In the air, Malera gloves it down at the blue line, lost an edge. Delayed penalty coming. Reddy trying to get to the bench, but the Nor'easters touch it up. With 1:43 to go, the Seahawks will go to the power play looking for the win.
Malera's been absolutely flying tonight. I believe he's a transfer out of UMaine here to Salve. He's from my neck of the woods. I believe he's from Rockville, Maryland. I'm from Northern Virginia, so it's good to see another fellow DMVer have success at the college level.
Seahawks control it off the draw. Here is Malera. Holding at the blue line. Stating out high. Here's Kyle now. Minute and a half to go. Kyle wrists it wide. Benson recovers in the corner. Brendan Kim snapped across to Malera. Straight away at the point. Dishes it across to Brendan Kim. Snaps it towards the goal. Tipped by Benson. Saved by Gerard. A whistle coming here. High stick.
This is exactly what you want out of for Salve here. The 5-on-3, minute 15 seconds left. I believe you have the football team supporting Salve behind UNE's net.
You got the baseball team and football team and some lacrosse players. You got
the whole smorgasbord.
We've got everybody here tonight. And I think the Seahawks now, they're going to call the timeout, and playbook's wide open for you here. 1:15 to go. 5-on-3 for the duration to try and take this game. The Seahawks have never led. They fell behind 2-0. They fell behind 3-2, 4-3. Trying to win this game here at the end.
Huge opportunity to almost steal a game, being down 2-0 5 minutes in.
Which feels like an eon ago.
Oh, goodness. It's probably almost 3 hours ago at this point.
All the things that have happened. This game is 2 hours and 13 minutes old, and we're still in regulation. So head coach Zach Klon will draw it up for his team. 5-on-3 with 1:15 to go. Thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network. This one has been an absolute treat to call. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ulysses Lawler. Here to describe it to you. Calder will be on the draw for Salve against Garrett Devine. In the circle left side. 5-on-3 power play here for Salve. Kyle comes in to clean it up, and Devine tries to swat it out of the zone, and he does. What hustle there from Devine. He'll come to the bench and get Chad Morrell out there. Brendan Kim across to Malera. Final minute. Malera. Left side to Kyle. He waits. Delays. Fires. Save made by Gerard. Rebound. Score! Logan Calder. Toss your hats with 53.7 to go. The roof has come off this place.
What a night to have your first goal, second, and third in the same night. Holy moly. When you're hot, you're hot.
Oh. I mean, it's a good thing these are composite sticks because
now it's big for Salve here to calm down, collect themselves.
Oh, 53.7 seconds to go. But you're on the power play still. That's what's crazy. But almost dangerously so, UNE can pull the goalie and don't have to worry about icing if they can get a puck. But here comes Kraus looking for a cherry on top, and it's saved by Gerard. And then Kraus gets just blown up after the play by Colin Heinold. And if you're Salve, just unfortunately you want to just skate away.
Absolutely. It's not the time to get into.
But we talk about guys you don't want to mess with. Caden Kraus is certainly not one of them either. And they call a penalty. 41.2 to go. Seahawks in the driver's seat to win a wild one.
In regulation, no less.
One of the best games played here at St. George's so far for the Seahawks in their time here. Kim with the drive. Backhand shot score! Walensky with the cherry on top for Salve. 31.7 to go. They lead by 2 after not leading the entire night. Unbelievable. Walensky's got a penalty here after the fact. Well, the Seahawks, they will enjoy this one.
Absolutely. A lot of look of disbelief on the UNE bench right now.
This is what's great about the schedule. I mean, we said at the top of the broadcast, we said it. You know, the back-to-backs, you win on Friday. It's hard to come back and win on Saturday because the other team's going to be desperate. They're going to want to start quick. The Nor'easters did what you want to do. On the road, go up 2-0. The Seahawks have responded in kind. And we talk about not wanting to play a special teams game with UNE. The Seahawks are making the case right now but that you don't want to play the special teams game with them either.
It's dangerous. Every time, you can be against anybody in the league. It could be the top team or the bottom team. Anytime you give multiple power play opportunities, you're just asking for trouble. And both sides have flirted with that danger tonight. But Salve is going to come out on top.
Well, net empty here with 22 seconds to go. Did not think I'd say that, 30 seconds to go, and this one's all but academic with a few minutes ago. 2 goals down in the close here. Kandurka with an open net. Skates into the corner. Shuffles it across. Spun towards the goal. Kandurka with 5 seconds. Net empty here for UNE. Out to the blue line. Kroon with 2 seconds. Powers it around the boards. And that will do it. An unbelievable, come from behind, sensational, stunning victory here for Salve. I'm almost at a loss for words. What a game.
It's a huge win for Salve. Huge win. It's a statement win. I know it's only 6 games into the season, but to put up a win against UNE, one of the perennial powerhouses in the country, it's a good way to go into the Thanksgiving break.
If we wanted to take another hour, we could run you through what happened. But there's almost too much to sift through. The penalty situations, all of the power play chances. I mean, we'll take a quick look just to see at the end of the day what it wound up being. But, you would think that these teams would want to try and avoid the special teams, a battle. The Seahawks 5 for 8 on the power play.
Wow.
That is ludicrous. So, and to give up 5 power plays to UNE. So, Billy Gerard made 35 saves. He had a considerably a great night in terms of what he was up against, but allows the 6 goals. Cole Reddy, 21 saves, did not have to face a ton of shots because of the job his defense did in front of him. As the Seahawks salute their home crowd. It was a great one here tonight, but Reddy made at least 4 or 5 game-saving type stops.
Absolutely.
In that third period.
He was crucial for Salve winning this game. Without him making those couple backdoor saves with probably a good 10 minutes left in this game, Salve wouldn't have been able to pull this one out.
So UNE falls to 4-2-0 overall in the year, 4-2-0 in the CCC. Salve Regina, meanwhile, improves to 4-1-1 in the CCC. 4-1-1 overall on the year. Next up for UNE, they're home versus Stevenson on Saturday the 26th at 4 p.m. Salve will have some time off to enjoy this victory, and enjoy it they will. They'll next play at Curry on December 3rd at 3 p.m. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew. Presley Boyce helping to provide live stats. Your camera person here tonight has been Peyton Spur. Ulysses, I want to give you a big shout out and thanks and appreciation. Ulysses Laller, Seahawk alum, joining us here on the broadcast. Any final closing thoughts and words from you on this game and what tonight? Forget what was an unbelievable game. The whole point of tonight was to bring awareness to mental health and the fundraising efforts that the Seahawks did. It was going to be a great night no matter what. So kind of help us put a bow on the night and the game. I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've mentioned it a bunch, but the fact that these guys put together a night like this to raise money for a cause that's probably under talked about, especially in the athletic community, and to put on an absolute great game is just awesome. I'm happy to spend the time up here in the booth with you, Pez. So I hope everybody at home has a great Thanksgiving holiday.
So if you're interested in learning more about how you can give and support the Seahawks and their efforts with the Newport Mental Health Group, you can visit a link in any of the Seahawk social media account bios or visit salveathletics.com. The recap and preview for tonight's game has all the information you'd need so that you can offer your assistance as well. Once again, your final here tonight, Salve Regina 6, UNE 4. The Seahawks win here in comeback fashion. For Ulysses Laller, I'm Andrew Pizzelli. Have a great night, everyone.